Thanksgiving, Bitcoin, and welcome to a very special episode of Mad Bitcoins. In the year 1621, the Bitcoin Pilgrims held their first Bitcoin Thanksgiving feast. They invited the great Indian chief Massasoit, who brought 90 of his brave Indians and a great abundance of food. Governor William Bradford and Captain Miles Standish were honored guests. Elder William Brewster, who was also a Bitcoiner, said a prayer that went something like this: "We thank Bitcoin for our homes and our food and our safety in a new land. We thank Bitcoin for the opportunity to create a new world for freedom and justice." I'd like to thank everyone who has ever watched, shared, liked, or commented on these videos. You're awesome. Thank you. I'd like to thank my sponsors, such as Alpha Lion Technologies, Bittylicious.com, CoinToolbox.com, BitcoinMining.co, Bitcoin Not Bombs, Doctor Recommended, and Anarchist Metalhead. I'd also like to thank my new sponsor, Let's Talk Bitcoin. I'd like to thank my influencers. R Bitcoin, you don't seem to like me, but I like you. R Litecoin, you're cool too, and a little less militant, which I like. I'd like to thank the Bitcoin channel for mentioning me and helping me gain subscribers when I had none. I'd like to thank Jerry from End World Suck for telling me about Litecoin and for being on my live show. We should do another one soon. I'm thinking of calling it Tom and Jerry Talk About Charts. I'd like to thank Liquid Storm from Litecoin Australia, who was an early donor and supporter of Mad Bitcoins. I'd like to thank Database Expert for being an epic commenter and fan of the show. And to all the other Mad Bitcoiners, thank you for commenting, liking, subscribing, sharing, supporting, and twittering. You make this show real. It's not just some guy alone talking to a camera with a green sheet thumbtacked to the wall behind him and every floor lamp in the house pointed at it. It's a real TV show with a real audience that is informed and entertained daily. That's magic right there. Magic that you give to me and I give to you. Thank you to everyone who donated. Thank you to whoever sent me my first 0.1 of a bit at the time worth $7. And thanks to whoever sent me a whole Bitcoin at the time worth $75. Thanks to anyone who's ever donated anything in between, from 10 cents to $10. Thank you for your support. Thanks to BTC Trinkets, all the way from Finland, for the tie clip, and ShinyBadges.com for the lapel pin. You make the accessories that make a Bitcoiner look his best. Thanks to all the Mad Bitcoiners. I wish I could list you all by name. Thanks to Joey Z, Marco Reeves, the Bitcoin Wife, Wayne97009, the Trekkie. Thanks to KRM, Constantos2, Mr. Fitilio, Skinnerbox, Bitcoiner Adam Sagibit, Crypto Coin Talk. Check out their awesome forums at CryptoCoinTalk.com. Another really early supporter. You should really check out their forums. He's a class act. Ron Jefferson, Boss Kelso, Bishtry1, Katz McKitty, Ryan James, Exelir, my friend Alex, who once ran Glass for Bits, and I'm sure I'm forgetting someone. So you, right there at home, I'm shouting you out, because you're awesome, and you're watching Mad Bitcoins, and for that, I thank you. Thanks to the Bitcoin Group. Thanks to Adam B. Levine, Andreas Antonopoulos, Derek J. Freeman. Special thanks to Derek for having me on Peace News Now. And thanks to Peace News Now, too. Thanks to Davi Barker. Thanks for being the first guest ever on my show, and thanks for letting me get involved with Hoodie the Homeless. Also, thanks to the crew at FR33Aid.com, and congratulations on raising more than 17 Bitcoins for Bitcoin aid to the Philippines. Thanks to the whole crew at Bitcoin Not Bombs, including Drew Phillips and Megan Lords. Megan, thanks for being on the Bitcoin group as well. Thanks to Will Pangman from Bitcoin Milwaukee and Paige from Open Garden for being guest panelists. And thanks to the guest panelists of the future as well. Anthony from Bitcoin Canada, Jerry from End World Suck, and James from World Bitcoin Network. Also thanks to James for the kind emails and the thought-provoking Bitcoin Blackboard video series. I'd also like to thank the internet. Most of you don't know this, but the internet is a cosmic force all its own. If you give to the internet and serve the internet well, the internet will reward you. It separates the wheat from the chaff. It elevates those who believe and mocks those who don't. The internet is the guiding light in the darkness. It will help us see the future we have together, and I thank it for that. from every browser I've ever used, even back to Mosaic and FTP. I'd even like to thank Gopher. Thank you YouTube and Google for letting me have this platform where I can say what I want to say and give Bitcoin the support that it needs. And thanks to Google Plus for letting me do live shows. And thank you Bitcoin for being Bitcoin. I may not have bought earlier, but I think I bought early enough. And more importantly, I can see the future we have together. And man, is it bright. Thank you Feather Corners for your support. And thank you Litecoin creator Charles Xavier Lee. And last but not least, thank you Satoshi Nakamoto for giving the people what they want. A way out of the central banking nightmare that has dominated this planet since the era of Andrew Jackson. I'd like to close with a quote from Andrew Jackson. Old Hickory, the big block of cheese, one of the greatest presidents we've ever had. The bank, Jackson told Martin Van Buren, is trying to kill me. But I will kill it. Until next time, this has been Mad Bitcoins. Mad Bitcoins. Mad Bitcoins. This episode has been sponsored by Bittylicious. In the UK, show your thanks today by buying Bitcoins the Bittylicious way at bittylicious.com.